Welcome back friends to yet another interesting video at FPV Whoop, and in this video I am going to show you the button mode for your naked GoPro, where to connect, which buttons to use and how to operate that. I'm going to show you all. Let's get started. So here is our naked GoPro board, and this is the ribbon cable we use to power and record our GoPro. And this is what we are going to do. We are going to mode those two buttons on our GoPro board. But why we want to do that? There could be a couple of reasons. One, you have already broke your power or record buttons, and other would be you want to get rid of this ribbon cable altogether. So let's start our process. The step one would be finding out where we can connect those buttons. We are going to connect our GoPro to the USB source so we can get the powers. And now I am going to use my multimeter to find out those points where we can connect those buttons. One would be for power and one would be for recording. On the board, you see these holes. These holes are the ground. There are a lot of places on this board. There are grounds. This top circle, the bottom circle, and then there are other points which all are ground. So we are going to use those points. We are going to use ground and touch those top points to find out where we get roughly 4 volt voltage. On this battery pad also there is a ground. So I'm going to connect the stop hole and start touching the circles, these golden circles on the board. As soon as I touch the first one, it shows me 1.83, and the bottom one is like 4, and the third bottom is roughly 2.8 or 5. So as we can know, this rightmost corner point giving me 4 volt roughly, and this is a power button. Now let's check the record button. It's on the left side on those points, and which gives roughly 1.83. That's gonna be a record button, and that's this circle on the left side on the top is the record button. As you can see, I get roughly 1.83 there, and now I am going to use those points, my record and then the power button. So next step would be soldering our buttons, and we should know which buttons we need for this specific need. We need momentary or push buttons, and these are not generic buttons like on and off. These are momentary button. As you press them, only that specific time they short the wires. And in order to prove my theory, I can show you on my board when I use a tweezer or any metal clip to short the ground and the power button, immediately it's switch on the board. So we need this button, and I have a link in my description. You can buy from that, or you can find in local store or anywhere on Amazon, and they comes in a different sizes, and I am using currently 6x6 mm, and as I could not find the smaller one, so I'm using this one. And now I'm going to solder this and I'm going to test it, and the same way I'm going to use the record button. Let's quickly solder it and show you the test. As you can see, I have soldered the momentary button to the ground and the power. I kept the wire long enough to show the test. Now I'm going to connect my USB-C, and I'm going to press this momentary button to power on my GoPro. As soon as I do that, my GoPro turns on, and if I long press it, it switches off the GoPro. Let's test again. As I connect my USB-C again and press the momentary button, I see the flash red light. It means it switch on. And that's how you connect the power buttons to the board. And now you can get rid of your ribbon cable and use this power button. The same way we are going to connect the record button. That is also a momentary button we need, and I'm going to solder that quickly and show you that's how it's done. And after that, we can use these two buttons to use a record and the power, and that's how you connect those buttons. You can keep the wires as much as long, as much as short, based on your need. And this is, I just kept the long enough to show the test result, and that's how I can use this both buttons. I can use the same ground wire. I have used 2 wires here. I can use the same 2 wires to connect the one wire. I can get rid of one wire also, or I can also short those wires to use a one button to record and the power. And that's how you can use the button mode on the GoPro. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can use your radio to switch on the recording. And I hope you like this video. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe my channel and share your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.